Hey, Robin, thanks for joining me today. I'm excited to have you here. I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about Mega Camp. I know it's something that you weren't even sure if you wanted to go to the first time, and you kind of went maybe kicking and screaming a little bit, but then after that, you won't miss one. So tell me what happened from the first time to today and why Mega Camp matters to you.
Absolutely, and thank you very much, Debbie, for asking me that. I think the biggest thing for me as an individual, and most people think, oh, I can't imagine Robin being that way. Yes, I am. When it goes into the unknown, I tend to be a little hesitant, and my overthinketh part of my brain takes over, and I start analyzing and go, okay, well, wait a minute, which class do I go to? Which this, which that, and I overload my senses. And so that happened to me the first time. I overloaded my senses, and you were actually quite kind to say, oh, okay, I think you probably saw the freeze in my face. And you said, these are some of the things that you might want to pay attention to. And I think that this might be helpful for you. So I got a roadmap. And so my first experience with Mega Camp was truly going in there with a roadmap. And then once I got in there and started to experience this amazing opportunity to learn and to take something with, I started to breathe. And I thought, wow, this is pretty fun. And if I can enjoy myself, learn, meet people, create relationships, and learn all at the same time, and have fun, here we go. Those are my favorite parts. And a little bit of socializing after hours was pretty fun too. So I look forward to it every single year because I've created more and more relationships. I'm certainly not known as much as some of the people at our office, because I'll walk in and, oh, you're from Vegas. Oh, I know, so-and-so. Oh yeah, he's in our office. Great guy. So, but the relationships are amazing because if it wasn't for the relationships and getting to know people and learning something in each time, each class, each experience, I wouldn't have the growth because I come back and I get an idea. And it doesn't matter if I get an idea per event, or if I get an idea, then take one idea from the entire experience back with me. And this is great this year because the experience is right here in our Zoom land. The neat thing about it is those ideas, I come back, I'm constantly searching for ideas, constantly searching for growth that I can literally take and use and not freeze because it's too much to think about. And I implement it into the business. And by implementing it into the business, it's an explosion. And the business continues to grow and grow and grow. And even though we've had, and us, we've had some little slide backs, our business has expanded immensely. And then we've slid back. The neat thing about the slide back is I'm like, oh, it's being experienced, and now we're going for another explosion. So it's quite the opportunity for many, many reasons of why to go and to be there. And that's why I get so excited. And that's probably why you can't shut me up. Sorry for the question.
It's all good. And I know usually Mega Camp itself is like $800, and then there's airfare and hotel, and then you're going to be eating, and there's restaurants and things to do and stuff. How much do you usually spend on Mega Camp?
I want to tell you, between the airfare, depending on where we're going, of course, California is always cheaper. Excuse me, if that's family reunion, little goof there. But as far as for Mega Camp, what I usually will spend in airfare to Austin, and I always like to be at the right hotel, so I get to bump into the right people and say hello year after year. I would have to strongly say it's a good $1,800 to $2,000.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Yep.
And so this is just like less than $100 and you're in. It's like a sweet little deal. Let me ask you kind of the biggest takeaway. Is there something that's come back from Mega Camp that's changed your business? Something that you've heard that just kind of set you off and you came back and had to do something to it?
Oh, that would have to, this last time. And each year I could could probably come up with a different one. The one that's in the top of my brain right now is obviously it's command. Because I mean, here we have a tool that just is going to, when used and when implemented, it's just going to explode our business and save us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I think that's not just coming back and saying, okay, what's going to increase the business? What's going to take my gross, what's going to take my net profit up? And here in the beginning, when COVID hit, we were, between Robert and I, and no, Robert is not my husband. Robert is my twin brother, in case anybody happens to go, oh, Robert, her husband. No, Robert, my twin brother, who's not only an analyst to this degree, he's a CPA. And so we looked at numbers and we said, okay, we're going to cut here. We're going to cut here. And because of command, we can cut here and so forth. And what we did is initially, and of course it's not today because our business has again exploded. Yet during that time period of February to the 1st of June, we were able to cut our expenses by over 10%.
Huge.
That's huge. That's thousands and thousands. It's huge. So I think the biggest thing this last time was to see that not only was there a tool that's being offered to us for what do we pay our $45 per month?
It's 40.
40. Oh, I give them a raise. Here it is, $40 a month, and our CRM that we were using. Now we still have it a little bit because it owns our website. Yet we just in that example alone, it was well over $600. For some people, they'd go, "Oh, that's a steal." Well, not in my mind. If I could take that for over $600 a month and drop it down to less than $2 for the website management, so that in itself.
That's $5,000.
It just added up and added up, and by the time we looked at it, Debbie, I'd have to tell you that in expense cutting that I got sunk in through Mega Camp is we really truly a minimum, I want to say, and some things outside of command. Yet command was the fire that started the cut, and we're easily to close to 100,000 a year cuts. So.
That's huge. That's huge. We've got just a couple of minutes left, and I just wonder, what words of wisdom do you have for someone who's thinking about going to Mega Camp for the first time? What would you say to them?
Well, the first thing I'd say is go. Take advantage of this. Right. It's called a no-brainer. When you could pay $80 and have this amount of wealth and knowledge of these amazing people that are going to be speaking. And by the way, which is funny, I got asked to be on a panel, and I'm going to be on this panel. And in this particular case, I will learn from other people that are on the panel by being on the panel. So I got a win-win. I get to go to Mega Camp and I get to be on a panel and learn from these other amazing geniuses about what they do and say. So first off, go. Don't even think about it. Get out of your head. Don't be a Robin. Have fun, and just go on the idea of taking. If you take a golden nugget per session, if you take one golden nugget per session, you will have a tremendous amount of knowledge and wealth when you leave. And you take that and meet people, because there's opportunities even by Zoom that you're going to get to meet others, and those opportunities, take advantage of them. So that's what I would round up and say.
I think that's great. And this really, they're making sure that it's not a Zoom call. They built their own platform. And so it's going to be kind of interesting. I was learning about it yesterday. We're going to actually be able to walk into a room and see who's in the room and who we want to go network with, which is going to be way different than a Zoom call because it's going to be interactive. So I'm super excited about it, Robin. And I thank you for sharing today.
Yeah, well, great too. And then I'm excited now because I hear about this opportunity to go in, and I get to have the mega camp in Matterport style. That's pretty darn exciting. So,
I know it's going to be, it'll be fun. We'll have to see how it turns out. I'm really looking forward to it.
yeah, this is great. So, well, look forward to seeing you there.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.